I'm talking today about the differences between men and women, and today I'm talking about men talk for information, women talk for affection. Men talk for information, women talk for affection. The first rule of talking to a man is keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it straight to the point. But most women don't talk like that. And it frustrates a lot of men because when they hear a story, it's as if a woman is talking like a toddler. She's talking about everything. This is because the woman wants you to feel what she feels. And in order to convey, she's not talking about facts. When women talk, they don't talk about facts. They talk in terms of emotional or emotions rather. And in order to portray an emotion, it is very difficult to just say, I went here and here. That is why when a woman or a man talks, it seems as if there's nothing added, there's no weight in it. So when a woman talks, she talks emotionally speaking. Men talk factually speaking. Now, not when I say women talk emotionally speaking, it's not to say what she's saying does not have fact, but it's carried on by the emotion. That's the same way when a man talks. Not what he's saying does not have emotion, but the leader is the facts. What happened, how it happened, when it happened. Now, this frustrates both of the sexes. It frustrates the man in the sense that he wants to know where is this discussion going. But a lot of time the discussion is going nowhere when you are talking with a woman. Another reason why this type of communication is worrisome between the men and the women is because when a man is listening to a woman, he's going into a problem solving mode. You see, most times when women talk, it's not because they don't know the solution. They are not dumb. They are not foolish. But the talk helps to relieve a lot of stress. You see, the man and the woman are not designed the same. The woman is designed to talk. The man is not designed to talk. The man is a man of action. So if you see everything about him is action oriented, but the woman is more word oriented. Now, because he thinks that he solves it, it becomes almost like an anxiety for him. Some women don't know that when you're telling him about the house, the carpet, all he's just hearing is bills, 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 more bills, responsibility. So when he's talking to you, it's about stress. So you're telling him, this my friend, Sandra, she does this, she does that. All he's just hearing is you are telling him to solve Sandra's problem. So you say, why do you keep following Sandra? And she's saying, I'm not telling you because I don't know that I should not follow Sandra. I'm telling you because you are my husband. There's no other person I can talk to like this. So, or you are my somebody I value. So women talk for affection and while men talk for facts or for information. And because of this, one of the things that a man must learn to do is that you don't have to solve all problems. Just listen. Most of the things that women pay therapists and all those people for, if their significant other can just, listen for them, they will not need to pay because they already know the solution to their problem. But at the same time, for a woman, when you are listening to this, don't just bombard your husband or your significant with so much information. He will not be able to bear it. Another thing women must know about men is that men do not like this when it comes to relationship issue is always training for a man. Relationship always drains most men. So when they are talking about relationship, they are talking about it in this kind of drained way. It takes a lot from them. What is another thing about men talking is that men talk for solution and women talk to share. Men talk for solution. First, men talks for fact. Men talk for information. Another thing is men talk for solution. What that means is that a man will not even tell his case to another man if he does not suspect that that man can solve his problem. It's the same way he talks to his wife. If he doesn't see his wife as someone that can solve his problem, what is the point of talking to her? That is why women are saying he's so secretive, he's so emotionally unavailable. Men, one of the things I see that is very failing is that women think that talking about your emotion means that you are emotionally mature or emotionally intelligent. No, Talking about your emotion is not necessarily a sign of emotional intelligence. Knowing your emotion and how to deal with it. Just because you are talking about it does not mean that it solves the problem. Another thing men must understand about a woman is that women communicate for feelings, not for facts. This is why they say you cannot win an argument with a woman because she's not arguing the facts, she's arguing how you made her feel. And how a person feel to them is legit. So they usually say when you're arguing with a woman, number one, do not deny how she feels. Not say are you stupid? How can you be feeling like that? No. Do not dismiss how she feels. Do not dismiss how she feels. If you continue to dismiss it, one day it will blow up in your face. Do not dismiss how she feels. So, what are some of the things that men and women can do? For a man, when talking to a woman, encourage her to talk, but let her know you have a limit. Don't be closed off. It's easy to just close off. No. Encourage her to talk, but let her know you have a limit. That okay, I cannot talk at so time to so time, but let us talk at so time to so time. It's better you give them a timing. Let them know you have a limit. Number two, when discussing with women, use these keys to help yourself. Number one, do not debate her. Many men have lost the battle because they keep debating your wife. No, don't debate her. You will never win. Even if you win in this so-called argument, you will still pay in other place. So why are you suffering yourself? Do not debate her. Number two, do not be defensive. Immediately you raise defense. Is very common with men when they are accused of something, they want to defend themselves. No. Immediately you do that, you have said you want to fight, and a fight you will get. What are wisdom keys for women when talking to men? Number one, make your point as clear as you can as possible. I know you love to go around many points, but make your point as clear as possible because the man will not be able to tolerate continuously talking. No, please make your point as clear as possible. Number two, know that your man has a limit for your talking. So be considerate of the fact that he has a limit. He might be listening to you, but know that he has a limit. Just because he's not saying I have this, you have reached my limit, does not mean that he doesn't have a limit. Number three, when you give him a good advice or when you have a good advice, let him know. Even if he didn't tell you something, anytime he gives you an opportunity to tell him something and you have a good advice, just let him know that, remember that time you told me on this. He might think, okay, at that time she gave me an advice. Maybe I can trust her with this advice. If you found any of this helpful, please just like this video, share, comment, and